Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Mock.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
Soulsy.
J-Mart.
And the Red Baron.
Welcome to the special edition of our New Year's show, the Drunkies. We're giving out awards for
That's good.
a year in review. The Drunkies.
Dilly dilly, huh? Souls?
Dilly dilly. Kyle hates a dilly dilly.
Yeah, you also got a
I
shirt.
got a
Um,
shirt
you
for
got a
Christmas
shirt.
that says Dilly Dilly with the Steelers logo on it.
That's
funny.
awesome.
I knew you were getting that.
I
too.
wanted
So-
to throw it out the window.
All right, enough.
Sorry.
You love dilly dilly. We get it. Before we do our starting lineup, a quick shout out to Kyle Souls, the man of many names, on being the fantasy league champion this year, beating Sheen Washable
He did.
on another Todd Gurley performance to
Todd
be
Gurley
remembered.
just went in.
Yeah. So, because it's New Year's and because Kyle won, he does the honor of popping some champagne for the Getting Sports with Drunk cast.
I wouldn't do it towards
our-
the table.
Yeah, our editor, our
Don't
chief
help him,
editor
Jeff.
over there is filming, so we can post this later. It's really interesting watching Kyle do this. This is so great.
Kyle, if you get it on the microphone, you're not talking the show.
Yeah.
Do it for me.
This?
No, Jeff, you can't do it.
Just come on, Kyle. You got it. Just
You're twisting.
go against all your natural
No,
instincts.
it's not going to get it.
That was great.
Start her off.
He just crapped his pants.
All right, starting lineups though. So we have, as J-Mart was so nice to purchase for us some champagne for the show, Barefoot Bubbly Brute.
It's very, very bad.
It's so terrible. Everybody want this.
My continuation of the Farmhouse series. I have the Pepe Nero from Goose Island.
I have a nice 24-ounce steel reserve.
You know, I got in trouble one time in college for drinking in the dorm room, and they found a bunch of Steel Reserve cans, and the cop looked at me and goes, "I drank a few of these in my day."
I've honestly never had one of these before.
Enjoy.
Souls?
I'm drinking Dave and Foster's. I've also never had one of these before.
I guess Foster's.
That's right. It's a Foster's.
The oil can.
It's Australian.
No, it's
for
Dave
beer.
and Foster's.
Oh, yeah, well, I've got a Modelo Chelada Especial. My life.
I have the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
In the 25-ounce can? 24-ounce can?
Because this bottle of champagne is just going to be in a constant rotation.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Just
man.
like this year flew by, so is this bottle.
Oh, gross.
And right to the private stock.
Uber.
So yeah, as we have some toast of excellence as well before we open up the brews. Machine?
Mine is going to go out to Todd Gurley. I think he's earned this year's NFL MVP title. He killed me in the fantasy championship, but he's had such a great season.
J-Mart?
Mine's going to go out to a champion, Kyle Souls, for
Gross.
winning.
Private stock.
Do you smell what the Souls is cooking?
That was so good. No, but I just smell you. Red Baron?
My toast of excellence is to myself. I am the consolation prize winner in fantasy. I defeated the Riddler. And no one cares about me. Everyone's congratulating Kyle. I'm in 5th place.
Well, you should be considered the best loser
That's what I'm saying.
because at least you won a championship.
Right. I want the recognition. So I'm toasting to myself.
Excellent. K Quick Souls.
Mine goes out to DeAndre Hopkins.
Putting that on.
You can't even put the cork back
back
on.
on.
Not only did DeAndre Hopkins help
my
me
God,
beat
Jeff.
Mock in my fantasy league, but he made the catch of the year against my Pittsburgh Steelers.
My Pittsburgh Steelers.
And
It was an incredible catch.
So
Champagne in my beer.
go DeAndre.
Mine goes out to the New England Patriots for another great touchdown called back in favor of them. So go Pats, go.
Yeah, pour it on the ground.
No way.
That's a shot. That's also one for me because I can't speak.
Why is that a shot?
I don't know.
Moving
I don't
on.
Because I said go Pats, go.
Yeah, that too.
What?
Well, recording from GDH Woodworking Studio. Greg, you're here. Would you like some champagne?
He's already had some.
Oh, did
so why
he?
don't you
Oh,
get on the
oh.
same page as the rest of us?
You know, I'm
See,
so...
that's the difference between 1st and 5th place right there.
That's why you get no
that's
recognition.
Coming from an 8th place
Toast of
guy.
excellence, gentlemen. Crack them.
I'm not looking forward to this tomato basil beer.
Just open up a big can like this.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Chelada is pretty much like a Bloody Mary margarita. It's pretty terrible.
Pass this around. Take a whiff before I take a sip. Just take a whiff.
Oh my God.
I am pissed off.
Jeff
at
is
myself.
drinking the sun chips of beer right now.
Sun chips of beer.
I didn't realize what I had got
Mm.
myself into.
That smells
God.
terrible.
Someone up and the name put Jeff. He up hard.
I tell you what, it's bad when
Wow.
Kendall doesn't like it.
I'd like to taste it.
You know what it smells like?
Why were you about to give it back to me?
Right when you open up a can of SpaghettiOs.
Oh, Souls
Don't
knows
say
a thing or
Kyle's
two
gonna
about
try and
Cold.
drink it now.
Cold SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs with Franks, to be exact.
Yeah. All
Wait,
right,
what?
that's fair.
Is that, that's a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spaghetti with hot dogs in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the have you been?
And you eat them cold right out of the can.
Yeah. Heating it up.
I've seen
It's
Kyle
like
eat
tomato
that.
soup.
You were
I've seen
essentially...
Kyle eat that in the
can.
car.
Yeah, it's basically dog food is what you're eating.
Well, I don't understand. Why do you have to heat it up?
Yeah.
It's
better
already
cold.
cooked.
That's fine, but it's the texture. It's mushy. It's
It's
cold,
mushy when it's warm.
but at least it's warm.
Yeah, but warm.
cares?
But cold mush is dog shit and warm mush is vomit. Either way, you're.
You gotta try it.
All right, I'll give this a shot. We gotta take a shot of my
Dude, it's
Foster's.
tomato.
Trade.
I'll gladly
I
take
wanna
it.
Well,
try
while
it,
they're
though.
doing this,
It tastes like
let,
tomato
us get the show back on
Tomato
track.
soup.
So, Red Baron, you have a shot trivia.
I do.
Okay, go.
Um,
Dazzle us.
Excuse me. In 2017, Tom Brady once again having an excellent year because he always does. How many touchdowns
It's so
has he
weird.
thrown as of week 16?
like
I think it
soup.
would be. Excuse me.
So just this season,
Just this
not
season.
in 2017.
Yep. In 2017, his season,
Okay.
but as of
Not
week
counting
16,
last postseason.
Right.
Okay.
As of week 16, I believe. How many touchdowns has Tom Brady thrown?
I'm gonna say 32.
41.
35.
28.
The correct answer is 30. So
Winner. See, I like this because I like to go first because everybody usually someone guesses lower than me and someone guesses higher than me, so I know I'm safe. Mark
Ah,
usually
well,
guesses
they'll come-
low. Jeff's usually pretty high, so I kind of just take the middle route.
So like me.
So I guess that
I don't know. It's strange.
It's weird.
I kind of like it, but I probably only have one.
Now imagine if you got the pint of it.
Oh man,
so as we said, the Drunkies
Drunkies.
give out sports awards, our own categories that the Man of Many Names and the Red Baron have created. So some of these, the crew will be giving out their own answers who they think should win this award, and I'll vote and give out the award. Other ones, I've got some already lined up. But so we'll start off right out of the gate, comeback of the year. Now, this isn't necessarily, most of these are comeback in terms of coming back in a game, but there is one exception. So I will list the candidates. First, the 28-3 Super Bowl comeback by the New England Patriots. Second, Josh Gordon returning to action from a 3-year ban from the NFL and catching a touchdown. And then his sideline pumping up the team with the sunglasses on like he never left. Drugs. The January 6th comeback of the Grizzlies coming back from a 24-point deficit against the Warriors. And the Yankees coming back from a 2-game deficit in the ALDS to beat the Indians. So, gentlemen, would any of you like to make cases for who you think should win? Before
Yes.
the results come in? Yes, go ahead.
Oh, Patriots.
Okay. Is that an Arthur Blank like hatred thing?
That and I mean, how many Super Bowls have had such a deficit overcome and gone into overtime?
That was the first one.
First Super Bowl ever. Any other arguments to be made?
I think it's the Grizzlies coming back against the Warriors. The Warriors are a juggernaut, especially, with a healthy Steph Curry. And the Grizzlies are, who are they? Really, who are they?
They're a middle of the road team.
Thank you. So who
All
are
for
they?
Nothing.
I mean, for me, might be a little biased, but I say the Yankees coming back against the Indians. A lot of people had the Indians going to the World Series, if not winning it, and the Yankees were able to beat them.
Yeah, well, it's the Patriots. The Patriots are the winners. They get the drunkie. No, Kyle.
Wow.
You've
Josh
already
Gordon
lost it.
deserves some love.
He does deserve love, but the Patriots win
The
the
guy,
drunkie.
You couldn't help but
No one
notice
expected the guy
the
to ever play
champagne
again.
Stalled out a
Oh,
little.
sorry,
It
sorry.
did, it did.
You guys want to do that with the Modelo next?
Oh, God.
No.
The Patriots win the drunkie. They come back 28-3, all in the fourth quarter, win the Super Bowl, go in overtime. The Patriots.
Yes.
Congrats, New England.
Yay.
why is it going this way?
Another fun one this year. The touchdown celebrations have been in high supply.
Brought him
As-
back.
Yeah, as the
Which
the-
is awesome.
the-
It's awesome.
Well, I don't know. I have different views on it, but that's neither here nor there. The award for best touchdown celebration of the year. The candidates are the Minnesota Vikings with the Duck Duck Goose celebration, the Chiefs with the potato sack race, the Vikings again with leapfrog, the Titans layup lines. I see Kyle made like 14 candidates for this one.
There's a lot of good ones.
The Packers doing the bobsledding, Juju Smith locking up the stationary bike after his bike was stolen, and the holiday-themed Juju Smith opening up the Christmas present to find a football. Gentlemen?
I like the potato sack race.
Okay.
I like the bike lock. I think it's very funny.
I'm a big fan of the Tennessee layup lines.
Yeah.
I think Juju wins. He's been hilarious to watch in any touchdown celebration.
Well, there's the other one, too. I'm surprised left out the bench pressing one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just
And the hide and seek one was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
I'm also a big fan of the bobsled from the Packers.
Is that because you like Cool Runnings?
Very much so.
Great
Yeah, that's what I
movie.
thought.
Great movie.
I could sing that song. I
I
know
was
it
going to
word
say,
for word.
care to sing for us?
Kyle, do you know the words?
Go
Duet?
ahead first.
Duet?
I'll follow.
Go ahead first. I'll follow. We're not going to do that.
I feel the rhythm.
Stay
Do the
tuned
rhyme.
for the video.
Let's go, guys.
No.
It's bobsled time.
Oh, gross. You can send that back his way.
The bubbles go straight
and
to his head.
the drunkie for best touchdown celebration goes to Juju Smith-Schuster for locking up the stationary bike. It was a very good one.
He made
It
a
was,
pun at himself, and which I really appreciate. He's like me.
that was before he went psychotic and started
Before he had a
slamming
license.
players
Also
on the
like
ground.
But I mean, he's done that twice because even after he hit Burfict and got suspended, he came out, scored a touchdown, and like used that as a celebration.
Yeah, he did. He's going to be the Terrell Owens.
He's going to be
future.
fun to watch.
I hope
I'm
he
glad
stays
he's on
healthy.
our team, Ken.
Knock on drywall. I think it's just drywall.
Yuck.
Plaster.
All right, so this one is a group voting. You guys get to put in your candidacy. So worst team of the year. Souls?
I'm gonna have to go with the Cleveland Browns.
All right.
I second that notion.
Okay.
Make it 3 there.
Clean sweep.
All right. And the New York Yankees win the drunkie. And the drunkie for worst team of the year goes to the Cleveland Browns.
Go Kaiser.
See, we don't need a sound effect board. We're much better than that.
Well, I think my favorite thing about the Browns this year was the head coach there going. He promised they weren't going to go 1-15, and then once they hit 0-14, he said, "I never said anything about 0-16." And this is going to be very interesting against the
They
Steelers
locked
because
up the first seed, man. The first overall draft pick.
well, it's going to be funny though because like the Browns have been like the worst team in football for a while, but they've never gone winless. Only the Lions have gone winless in modern football.
It's time.
They might not.
It's
Who knows?
time. I would be a little disappointed.
I would too.
I blame the front office so much for that whole organization. It's just a disaster.
We'll have to repost on. You guys know the Browns are dumpster fire song, the Billy Joel.
Just-
We didn't
Just
start the
think-
fire.
Yeah,
Think of all the first round picks they've had.
squandered.
And
Who
just
hasn't had a sip of this, by the way?
I haven't and I won't.
It's worth a
The
try.
scent of it made me gag.
it's
I
worth
can't
a
do
As
it.
sip as you want.
Come on, you love it. Next time we'll get you one you can shotgun it.
Kelly Holcomb, Jeff Garcia.
Do you think you'd like it more if we poured vodka in it?
Charlie Fry.
No?
I don't think there's any
you go.
saving it.
All right.
We'd sing one chorus of that. Does everyone know the chorus by heart?
No.
No.
All right. Well, we'll practice that.
Rehearsals tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. So be there. I have 8th period off. So
Loser.
All right, back to the drunkies. This one's a fun one. The best team of the year. Care to make any
What are you clapping for?
candidates? Care to throw any candidates into the table?
Browns.
All right, J-Mart.
You know, I got to give it to Golden State.
Okay.
I got to give it to Golden State.
All right. Souls?
Golden State.
I'm actually gonna go with the Houston Astros.
Okay. All right. I'm noticing a trend here of championship teams.
I agree with Houston. They were a powerhouse this year.
All right. Well, other candidates as well are the New England Patriots,
Boo. I mean, hey,
the
they're all nice.
New York Knicks.
Pittsburgh Penguins, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the LA Dodgers.
The Knicks, you said?
And the drunkie for best sports team of 2017 goes to the Houston Astros.
Ta-da! That was my vote, actually. The Browns was a joke.
Thanks to Justin Verlander
Well, they
and
were
his hot piece of ass wife
they were a championship caliber team.
I thought he was gonna say
That's the
his
saddest
ass
moment
on
of
food.
2017.
when they got married.
Is Kate Upton being taken off the market officially?
Well, she might still be on, just like off to the side of her.
What are you saying,
I
Kyle?
like your thought, Kyle.
Oh,
She's like in the back.
Yeah.
You earned yourself.
Like-
You gotta
like,
ask.
Are you advocating for cheating?
This is worse than a shot.
It's like, ooh.
I'll say they were a championship caliber team. They went
I
out and
hate
made
tomato
themselves the best team in baseball by adding an ace that was still in his prime and went on to win the World Series.
Bunch of youngsters and Correa and Altuve and Springer. Sorry, I can go on and on about this. But
I know, please
continue.
Everyone forgets about
I'll
Bregman.
zip the lip.
Bregman zipped his lip, if you know what I'm saying.
Kyle, if I give you 30 minutes, you can talk
Elaborate,
about the Astros
Jeff.
season.
30
Without
minutes?
stuffing?
No.
No,
Give me
I
like
don't think so.
4.5. We'll talk about it.
4.5. That's a good negotiating there. 30 minutes? No. How about 4.5? All right. Underdog team of the year.
Ooh, I like this one.
The candidates are the Minnesota Twins, the Philadelphia Eagles, the LA Rams, the New York Knickerbockers, and the Vegas Golden Knights. Gentlemen, care to weigh in on your own?
I think it's the Knicks. They're turning heads right now. Usually, by this time of the season, they have a lot less wins.
Can't win on the road, though.
I know, but
It's over 500.
I think the odds are stacked against them, and they're
Just like that, a lot less wins.
and they're turning heads.
I was sold on saying the Rams, but I have to go with the Vegas Knights. This was an expansion team, and they're out there killing it. No one saw this coming.
Didn't we all watch their first win together? Did we do that? Or am I
No,
imagining
In
that?
we
person,
were
I
there,
watched
but
it.
we didn't really watch it.
I watched it.
Paul watched.
But they are just playing incredible. No one saw it coming. It's been fun to watch.
I'm going to have to say the LA Rams because everyone thought Jared Goff was going to be a joke. And no one expected. Todd Gurley had a bad year last year. Now he's maybe an MVP candidate.
Defense is back.
Defense is back. Sammy Watkins and Robert Woods carried the team a little bit. I just think, they put it together.
Well, the defense is scary now because the defense for years was always very good, but they were very good at just limiting yards gained and getting to the quarterback. And now they're causing that and turnovers.
Sean McVay was a good choice of a coach.
Jim, do you care to wager?
Anyone's better than Jeff Fisher.
I gotta go with the
Whoa,
Twins.
You watch your fucking mouth.
Jeff Fisher is a saint.
No,
The
it's
Twins,
not.
huh?
I got with the Twins. I mean, they were easily the second worst team in baseball to the Phillies the year before. But
He
I
right.
mean, I'm sorry, Kyle, they were
Right.
They were a team that had no business making a run for the playoffs, and they just about had it. They got hot.
They almost beat the Yankees. They just
They
didn't have the
almost
much
did.
firepower.
Let me tell
The
you,
Yankees are another team. Just to
bot-
toot Mock's horn.
this bottle of Pepe Nero is
Toot
the
it.
same shape as the champagne, and that's what I thought I was drinking, and it was a very different taste.
Toot it, Jeff.
Wasn't ready for it. Well, the cases have been made. The votes are in. My vote. And the drunkie for the underdog team of the year goes to the Golden Knights. Everybody else made great cases. And it's still early, as the case can be made for the Eagles, the Rams. We have to see what they do in the playoffs, obviously. To be where they are is great. But the Vegas Knights have shown, we're nearing the halfway point of the season, and they haven't slowed down. And like you said, expansion team. They were written off at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
We're talking years before they make playoff caliber moves and roster adjustments, and they're already top 3 team in the league. Pretty nuts. All right. Everyone's favorite category, in my opinion, the worst player of the year. And the nominees are from the LA Lakers, Lonzo Ball. From the New York Giants, Eli Manning.
That noise.
I'm blanking on this one. Sorry. From the Dodgers, Yu Darvish's postseason appearances. And from the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Browns.
Kaiser.
Joe, care to make any wagers? That was good. I like that.
Oh, you Darvish.
Yu Darvish?
That guy got paid a good amount with the only task was to help that team in the long run. And he did the opposite. He was great all season, and then he just choked. Big time.
Yeah, he was such a disappointment for them. It was almost hard to watch.
Expensive disappointment.
I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns because they are the Cleveland Browns.
He makes a very good point.
They have not won.
Kyle throwing that knowledge around.
I'd like to expand on that a little bit. The Browns are, in fact, the Browns. And they're just awful. And they are the worst. And they deserve the drunkie.
Must be nice to have him in your division.
You know, we get a lot of crap as AFC North fans for that. And it's deserved. Because the Browns are terrible. And I'd like to expand on that a little bit more. They're awful.
All right. Well, the peanut gallery has spoken. And the drunkie for worst player of the year goes to, drumroll please, drumrolls. The Cleveland Browns.
Yay!
They have two.
Two drunkies.
Good for them.
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
cleaning up this year.
I tell you, that's hard for a whole team to be worst player.
I know.
Well, I mean, it's fitting for them that they won the two drunkies. I mean, after they left Cleveland, they won 2 Super Bowl championships.
The Browns have to win something.
Yeah. And they always win worst quarterback of the year.
This is true.
Well, I don't know. Yates.
Whoa.
He's
Yates.
a backup.
You know something?
Yeah, but so is every quarterback that starts for the
We'll
Browns.
talk about Savage. He's pretty terrible.
Whoa. Savage Nation will rise again.
Will rise again.
I just wanted to mention that poor Deshaun Kaiser is the only quarterback to start off the career 0-15.
That was a dumb pick when they made it.
Well, I just mean, like, at some point, like, hey, this isn't working. Let's
You
He
know
didn't
what?
win in
somebody
Notre
else.
Dame. Why would he win?
I don't
in
think
NFL?
it was a dumb pick. That team does nothing to help rookie quarterbacks that they bring in. They throw them into the fire and then blame them when the team loses.
Gordon came back,
Recycle
man.
Josh Gordon.
He's been there, what, 3 weeks?
He's already the best player on the team.
Well, what's interesting though is the Browns have been bad for so long, right? And they've always had a top draft pick all the time. And you look at all the quarterbacks that have come out of the draft that have turned out to be studs: the Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, Andrew Luck, all Cam Newton over these past like 5, 6, 7 years, and none of them have ever landed in the Browns. Like it's
It's like they have such terrible luck.
well, it's not even that though. But it's just like you look at it, it's like you look at like the top 1 or 2 quarterback prospects coming out of every draft, and neither of them end up in Cleveland.
Well,
It's because these teams draft quarterbacks and put pieces around them. They give them
No, but
at least an opportunity to
I understand
win
what you're
games.
saying, but like I'm saying is like Jared Goff and Carson Wentz were the top 2 quarterbacks in that draft class, and neither of them went to the Browns. Cam Newton was the top quarterback in his draft class, or one of.
Well,
Didn't go to the Browns. Andrew Luck, Sam Bradford,
Wentz
when
would've.
doing it.
but the Browns traded the pick.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like it's just
They're
but
horrible.
it's they
It's the
always
front office.
you
they
think
draft
about
the
it,
young
though. All the
quarterback.
quarterbacks you just named all won championships in college. The quarterback that the Browns take do not. They don't take quarterbacks with winning.
I just want to jump in a second. Good friend of mine, Eric Urbanowicz, work with him.
What's his nickname?
Stosh Ball from Chaz and AJ in the morning. He's a huge Browns fan. We're gonna have him on in the next coming, couple months. I'd like to do it soon. I want him to talk about the Browns. I want to. He's
The whole Browns show.
whole Browns show.
It's got to be tough.
Top 50
he's
players
the
of
only
all time.
person. Yeah, I mean, he's the only person I know that roots for the Browns and regularly. It's not just a joke. He loves the Browns. He goes every year. He invited me to a game. I might go.
We should all go.
Browns Steelers.
Browns Steelers in Cleveland and in Pittsburgh next
Me
year.
and Kyle are going to a Phillies game.
Secret Phillies game?
Great, it's out.
Crab
All right.
fries, very good. Recommend it.
Back to Drunkies. Best player of the year. And the nominees are LeBron James, Dom Grady, Giancarlo Stanton. I almost said Drew Stanton at first.
Throw him on the list.
Sid the Kid, Clayton Kershaw, and Todd Gurley.
Now, Sid, were you referring to Toy Story?
Yes.
Figured.
For me, it's Todd Gurley. He has been out of control this whole season. I think he had maybe one down game, and it was still a good game by running back standards. He's just been unstoppable this season.
Any other ways?
LeBron James. I will not vote for Tom Brady. Absolutely not. But my argument would be the same. Consistency. Always good. Having a good year. Per usual.
It's his 15th season. Not only are his numbers up, but his hair's back.
Hair is back, and I think that's the
It's-
most amazing part.
It's ridiculous.
I will pick Tom Brady.
Gross.
The guy has 5 Super Bowls. Won
Dick.
one this year. And he just keeps winning.
I hope you guys enjoyed having Solzy on the show. This will be his last show.
It's easy with the
With
refs
us.
in your pocket.
No, that's right.
He's the ageless one. Even without that, though, he just scores points.
Real quick, the Riddler and I were looking at a picture today, a meme.
Oh,
And
that was so funny.
You want to say it?
Sure. So it was a ref, and it was Tom Brady, and it was it said the ref said, catch is good, it's a touchdown. Then it's Tom Brady and goes, that wasn't a catch. Ref goes, yes, it was. Brady goes, do you want the autographed jersey or not? And then they overturned the call.
We'll post that up for you guys to see it.
It was
It
funny.
is very funny.
But the Drunkie for best player of 2017 goes to, drumroll please, Tom Brady.
Boo. That was nice. I like that.
I knew it wouldn't be, but Kyle made a good point. But for me, it was torn between LeBron James and Tom Brady. But when it came down to it, both their teams were in the championship game. One of their teams won.
Real quick, how many finals has LeBron been to?
Like
Like,
8.
A lot.
Yeah.
8.
I think he's like-
you're
he's
not
like-
gonna win this one.
Well, no, I'm saying so. Brady's been to 7 Super Bowls.
hmm
LeBron's been. I think it's 8. I think
Well,
we should
let's
do a show: LeBron versus Brady, greatest of all time.
Well, I'll tell
We'll-
you,
we'll prepare.
LeBron has more Instagram followers.
That works for me.
Is Tom Brady on
Tom
Instagram?
Brady bangs a hotter girl.
Well, LeBron's a family man. You can't say that.
Did you see the Instagram post? Tom Brady was making buttered biscuits for Giselle. If that's not
Out
family
of
man,
her own biscuits.
I don't care to see anything about Tom.
yes, you do.
I have
You
to
love
see, I
that
have to see
man.
him on television enough.
He's a good dude.
You don't know that.
You don't know he's not.
This is fair. I like this.
He looks like a prima donna. He's not a good guy.
You know, we're comparing
He's
apples
f***ing
and
Giselle. What are we
Who
doing
cares
with
who
all
looks
Oh,
like a
we don't
prima
know
donna?
that either, though.
Eli
do you
Manning
know
is the
that
biggest doof
They
in
have a
all of
kid.
sports.
They have a
Walter
kid.
Payton Award winner.
Prove it.
Stand-up guy.
He's a doof.
Show me the kid right now.
so
Not
are
only
So
all of
you
us.
can't-
Eli
So-
Manning at all times when he is under center looks like somebody is shining a flashlight right in his eyes.
I got mine.
He's
too.
just, like his face is what?
begging you.
Oh, I'm supposed to hike the ball?
That's awesome.
Like he's just always so confused.
That is the best description of Eli Manning I've ever heard. That is awesome.
Well, let's see. Let's break this down because we've got some time before we move on to the
Drunkie
next
for
one.
you.
Yes. All right.
We should make an award out of the champagne bottle.
I lose.
I have a glass cutter.
We'll bronze it.
No.
LeBron.
Oh, you dick! You stole it.
Private stock.
Let's just do the math out real
Oh,
quick.
this one. This
Oh,
private
sorry.
side.
All right, J-Mart, you can take some sip out of this then. So let's do the math out real quick. How many finals has LeBron been to? So LeBron went to a finals
Dallas.
in his first stint with the Cavs.
He lost to the Spurs.
He lost to the Spurs, right? And that was the only finals appearance he had as a Cav then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he went for 4 consecutive years
With the Heat.
with the
won.
Heat. He lost to the Mavericks. He beat the Spurs, lost to the Spurs, and then he won another one. Who did he beat?
Was it the Lakers?
I don't remember. But he went to 4, right, with the Heat. All 4 years he was there, he went to an NBA Finals. Then he went back to Cleveland, and they
Won one.
won 1 in Cleveland. They beat Golden State.
They lost twice to Golden State.
And they lost twice to Golden State. So that's 8 finals appearances. So he's
3 and 5.
3 and 5 in the finals? No, that can't be right. He can't only have 3 rings.
Yeah.
Is it only 3?
Yeah.
So I think the math, we kind of do the math out. I think it's 8. He went to 8 championships and he's won 3.
Championships.
Might be different if he had a kicker,
No,
but
you gotta try.
True, very true.
all right.
You gotta try. Sid.
I can't drink that.
Come on, we've all done it.
I smelled it and I
Do you like
gagged.
tomato soup?
No,
Why not?
because
Tomato
tomatoes
soup.
are gross.
All right. All right.
Why?
This is another heavy hitter in the Drunkie Awards. Best play of the year. And Kyle, I guess, has made separate categories for different sports. So, best play of the year, NFL. And the candidates are Mohamed Sanu throwing a touchdown to Julio Jones. Tyreek's first half. What is that, Kyle? I'm reading what he wrote down, so I apologize. It says
Can I tell you
Tyreek's
wrote
first
this one?
half, his
Write this
time
one?
expired.
Okay, so the play
was
versus,
that
the,
the-
versus the Cowboys. You know, normally in football, you kind of just do a check down pass to kill the clock, whatever. So all the receivers went deep. Tyreek stayed shallow. They dumped it to him.
4 verticals.
Yes, essentially 4 verticals, and he kind of jogged down, and then he just ripped it, and he kind of weaved his way through, and he scored a
I
touchdown.
beat Kendall that week.
Oh, all hail the champion! I'm a champion as well, so why don't you piss off?
Yeah, what'd you win that year?
The trophy?
We're talking about this year.
No, I'm talking about you.
I'm 5th place champion.
Cole Beasley's
So-
behind the back catch.
Regard me, Mock.
Antonio Brown's toe-tapping catch on the sidelines versus the Packers
On the sideline, right?
on the sideline.
That's the second one.
And that was on the game-winning drive.
Yes, it was.
Russell Wilson's escaping numerous defenders to throw a almost near deep shot touchdown pass to Doug Baldwin. It was a completed catch, but it just wasn't for a touchdown. Want to make sure I cleared that one out because.
I'm gonna go first.
All right, Jeff.
So I'm gonna go Doug Baldwin.
All right, Mock.
I agree with the Doug Baldwin catch.
Okay, and then Souls.
wanna
Can you please
say?
hold for a second while Kendall goes? Kendall.
Tyreek Hill scoring the.
And the drunkie goes to?
And the drunkie goes to, drum roll please. Kyle, would you like to weigh in?
Yeah, I would. One, it wasn't Doug Baldwin's catch. It was Russell Wilson's escaping the play. So,
Escape, not escape.
anyways, I'm gonna go with Brown's sideline catch because he had to catch it perfectly in order to keep both feet in bounds and to
Nice.
keep control.
Heavy bias.
No, it was just amazing.
And the
catch.
drunkie goes to.
None of them.
Modelo Chilada.
It goes to DeAndre Hopkins' touchdown catch against the Steelers
Thank
on
you.
Christmas Day.
Thank you. That is the right call you just made.
No, wait a minute. Was that nominated for the play?
No,
It was a write-in vote.
And I wrote it in.
You know, I feel like that play is going to win another award, and it's not fair to the other plays.
Fine, Kendall. Would you like to repeal it?
I would like to repeal it.
All right.
The Browns are the only team that should have
Best play
two
of the year
drunkies.
then is the overtime rushing touchdown for the Patriots to win their fifth Super Bowl, or Tom Brady's fifth Super Bowl. Is that better?
We're gonna deny the motion to suppress here.
Why?
No, we'll give it to a nomination. So the actual drunkie goes to. We'll pull a Steve Harvey here. Drum roll, please. Antonio Brown's sideline catch.
Don't appease Kyle.
I'm not appeasing him. It was a miraculous catch.
His
It
arm
was, it
under
was.
the table,
It was-
actually.
it was a perfect catch.
All right, Kyle, we don't need to talk about it. Okay,
Kyle,
we
put
get
your
it.
pants back-
We
put
get
your
it. You have
pants
a-
back on.
You got a 3-inch erection right now, and you're creaming in your pants like
so
someone let a
tan.
whipped cream bottle loose.
Great. It's great.
Best play of the year, MLB. And the nominees are. Is this spelt right? Is it Coughlin?
Yeah, Chris Coughlin.
I'm bad with
Just
names.
skip that one. It wasn't that good.
Chris Coughlin jumps over catcher for inside the park home run. Austin Jackson robs Hanley and falls over wall. Billy Hamilton climbs fence and makes basket catch. And Jackie Bradley Jr. robs Aaron Judge of home run.
Martin, you seem dismayed.
That's it?
Why?
Yeah, that's it.
That's all we got.
We were looking for.
Not like Bregman's clutch it. All right.
Well, we were looking for fielding.
Yeah.
We were trying to fielding.
Sorry, so defensive play of the year.
I'm gonna go with
Even
Billy
though
Hamilton.
jumping over the catcher is not
Well,
defensive play.
it's
Yeah.
because the video we're gonna try to repost all these videos for you. We're gonna try to. Mark shaking his head, but the jump is amazing. Martin disagrees, but I think the jump is amazing.
I'm gonna go with Billy Hamilton. He literally climbed the fence and caught the ball in a basket form to rob the guy of a double.
My vote.
Why'd you say it like that?
My vote is
Yeah.
for,
Basket form.
my vote is for Austin Jackson to fall over the
What
wall.
team did he play for?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's not part of this.
Cleveland.
But no, to fall the way he did and hold on to the ball, it was incredible. It was a really fun catch to watch.
J-Mar?
I'm giving it to Jackie.
Any reason?
The way I see it is.
Do you have a write-in vote you'd like to submit?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it to Jackie. He
What position
makes
was he playing
plays
that day?
all day, every day. He's playing right field.
Center.
Tell you what, Kyle likes to call people out. Wait till we do a more beer-related show.
Different.
We're
I
gonna
know
make
I
him
know
look
what I'm
stupid.
doing.
Kyle's a jerk off.
And the drunkie.
Here's a shot for you, Kyle.
The drunkie for best MLB play of the year goes to, drumroll please, Austin Jackson falling over the wall making the catch. You guys should just start doing the drum roll. I shouldn't have to keep asking for it. Just throwing that out there. Okay. And then unfortunately we had to leave best play for NHL out here because some people at this table wouldn't know half the things we're talking about. So best play NBA. It rhymed. Larry-
All of the Pelicans.
No. Larry Nance dunks over Durant.
Yep.
James Johnson over Oladipo. Kyrie dribbles around everyone for shot clock beating layup. Harrison Barnes nails game-winning 3 from inbound with 0.5 seconds left. Tyson Chandler inbound dunk with 0.2 seconds left
Tyson
to win the game.
question is answered.
And then was this year, Kyle and Jeff? You guys can confirm this, but was that that inbound from was it Steven Adams to Westbrook where he like nailed it in triple coverage from almost half court to hit the game winning three? Was that this year?
Might have been in the beginning of this year.
It was.
Well, that was last season that
Last
happened.
season, but might have happened in 2017.
Was that? All right, so we won't confirm or deny that that's in there because we don't know off the top of our heads. So then, off of what you've been given, any weigh-ins?
I like the Harrison Barnes play.
Mine's Tyson Chandler. I watched the video today, and it was pretty
It
incredible.
definitely helps that it's more recent, but you don't see that ever. A lot of times you'll see
Especially from a guy who plays,
Yeah.
8 minutes a game
I know.
and gets 9 rebounds in those 8 minutes?
And what
He's
makes
an
it-
animal.
What makes it is the commentator goes, "Don't discount the alley oop to Chandler," and then it happened. Game over.
I'm going to go with regular Kyrie dribbling around everybody.
Regular Kyrie.
Regular Kyrie. So who cares?
He made everyone look foolish.
Yeah, say it to Tyson's face.
And the winner and Drunkie for best NBA play goes to Tyson Chandler. Inbound dunk with 0.2 seconds left.
Mark, you all right? You look like you're about to die.
You guys got the meanest beard in basketball.
Yeah, you tell that to Master Kyrie.
I will. What's he going to do? He's going to dribble around me. Tyson Chandler would eat me.
All right, you win.
Yeah, that's what I
I'll
thought.
take a shot for that.
All right. This one should be interesting as well. I think you guys will like this category. Best home run of 2017. And the nominees are Pujols hitting his 600th home run courtesy of the Grand Slam. Scooter Gennett hits 4 home runs in a single game. Nolan Arenado completes the cycle in walk-off fashion. George Springer hits walk-off in Game 2 of the World Series.
I'm going to go with Nolan Arenado. Not only did he hit a walk-off, he completed his cycle, which is really impossible to do.
No, he did it.
It's not impossible, and you also are like in love with him.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Anyways,
That's neither here nor there.
I mean, to do it in a walk-off fashion
No, I see what
is
you're saying.
very, very tough to do.
I vote for Pujols. I'm a very sentimental guy. I like Pujols, and I think it was nice for him to hit a grand slam for his record there.
I agree with the Pujols vote.
Jr.?
I'm pretty torn. I'm supposed to hate Pujols for being a Cardinal, but I had his fat head above my bed because I
Yes,
was
he
a big
did.
Pujols fan.
I think it's still there, is it not?
It's probably still in that room, but
Just dream about him at night.
I think I got to give it to the hometown kid, Springer. He did it when it mattered most.
And the votes are in. Best home run of 2017 Drunkie goes to George Springer. Walk-off home run in Game 2 of the World Series.
Thanks, guys.
It was just...
Sorry, I was just thinking.
The other home runs were fantastic. And the completing of the cycle, the 4 home runs in a game.
They were all good.
600th home run is huge, but to do it on the biggest stage, like you said,
In the 11th inning.
yeah, big time. All right.
What a bad Game 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much fun. And then, all right, moving on.
We watched that game after recording.
Did.
Yeah, it was
You're
J-Mart, Red Baron, and I, and we were so disappointed through the whole
The
game.
whole series was so good. And
On a Getting Sports with a Drunk note, we drank Riddler, J-Mart, and myself. We take a trip up to Vermont, and we go to New Hampshire and Vermont. We go to a liquor store.
Brattleboro.
Yeah.
Brattleboro, yep.
Brattleboro for the food, Hampshire for the beer and liquor.
So I got I guess it's a can. There's a can of whiskey. I guess you'd call it a can. I can't remember the name, but it's like
Stillhouse.
Stillhouse, nice. And it's moonshine in quotes.
More importantly, I was just received with some information that Machine Washable will not be finishing his beer because he doesn't like the taste.
Well, we can
So
do,
there will be punishment
All right,
shots for
swap
next
out.
show for him.
do you want to
You know,
do
I drank
a
more of this than you
a,
drank of that.
a first ever Getting Sports with Drunk trade?
Yes.
Ooh, the High Life. Mark does not like the High Life either.
Here,
No, I don't.
I'll
That-
switch them up for
Pepe
you guys.
Nero?
I'll try it.
Here you go. Here's Mox.
No.
Beer. Give me yours. Here's Mox.
Perfect.
And here you go.
Look at that. We had a Yankee swap here.
so we
Yeah,
have a
three-way trade.
first time.
Just look where the level is on his.
Oh, I barely touched
Oh, there's
it.
no beer missing from
barely
this at all.
touched it.
At least I tried with the one.
I think there should be
really
reparation
tried.
shots next week.
Yes.
I think we should do it right now. Take
Healthy
three.
swig.
But
I'll tell you
I think
something.
that's got to be
I'll tell you
finished.
something.
Take
I made a
three. You're not
tactical
Healthy
error with
swig.
that Modelo. I usually like Modelo too, but I didn't know what I got myself into.
Ooh, that's bad.
Drinking Steel Reserve all day.
All right.
Real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
So
Sorry.
this is a GSWD first three-way trade beer ever, and now my story means nothing now. But we watched the World Series and we drank
The Stillhouse.
the Stillhouse
whiskey.
whiskey. It
In
came
the oil
in
can,
came in
yeah.
like an oil can. Very cool. Post a picture of it. Whiskey so, but we drank it.
It went down like oil.
It did. It did.
All right.
trade.
So back to the Drunkies. Best dunk of the year. Larry Nance dunks on Kevin Durant in angry fashion. I like how you put angry fashion, Kyle. I'm a big fan of that. Victor Oladipo does 360 dunk versus Bulls. Giannis Antetokounmpo steal and does 360 dunk on fast break.
Pronounced antler combo.
Oh, sorry. And Andrew Wiggins goes Superman against the Heat.
I vote Antetokounmpo.
Antler combo.
Larry Nance.
Larry Nance.
Antler works too, which is very nice.
The Bucks, yeah.
I'm also going to go with Larry Nance because he dunked over Kevin Durant.
Well, you're all
And
wrong.
as much as I want to say it's because I dislike Kevin Durant's a great defender and has really improved his shot blocking. So anytime you could do that,
And it's Larry Nance.
My
Junior.
point exactly.
Yeah, that guy. Who cares about him?
I do.
His dad was better.
Yeah, but do you remember the
Jim?
dunk he had last year? I forget who it was over, but I'm pretty sure it was an alley oop dunk, and he slammed it down and then like running back the court, like his face, like I know nobody that's listening can see it, but he was just like this the whole time. He was like kind of the Shaq look. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So the votes are in, and the Drunkie for best dunk of the season goes to Larry Nance over Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the NHL. This is going to be a cast your votes type of one. Best NHL player of 2017. Gentlemen. It's so silent.
Who's the goalie for the Rangers? I can never remember his
Henry
name.
Lundqvist.
Yeah, he's good. He's my vote.
I'm going Austin Matthews.
You're such a poser.
That was funny. That was so funny. You're such a poser.
I'm going to say my
Somewhere
favorite
Blink
player,
182 is playing a song right now for you.
Jaromir Jagr. Best player ever.
All right.
I'm going to go with Patrick Kane.
Oh, what a kiss ass.
Yeah.
No,
Well-
he's the best scorer in hockey.
So, none of
Sit
you
the
are
kid.
going to win. I have my vote for this. Yeah, I did. Whatever.
Matt Murray.
Oh.
Gross.
Bill Murray.
Excuse me?
What?
What are you doing over there?
I'm smiling.
Yeah. Well, the winner and recipient of the Drunkie for best NHL player of 2017 goes to
Jaromir
Paul
Jagr.
picks.
Connor McDavid.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. I forgot about
That guy just had a fantastic year. You guys are doing so well with hockey homework. I'm so proud of you guys. Make sure to tune in next week when we do our NHL show. We'll see how much knowledge these guys gain over the week.
Ooh.
Homework is a must.
Dropping out.
Guarantee I know a lot.
Anyway, we have two more Drunkies, maybe a surprise one. But the Drunkie for best catch, and the nominees are DeAndre Hopkins, incredible one-handed touchdown grab versus the Steelers. Antonio Brown, tiptoe grab on the sideline to set up Chris Boswell game-winning field goal. Redskins, Maurice Moses makes one-handed grab to score touchdown versus Vikings. And I can't help but notice that you left one out here.
Please put it in.
I will. My write-in vote will be Cole Beasley's behind-the-back grab. I think that should be its best catch.
What about the butt interception?
No.
What a catch.
It was technically a catch.
Mine is going to be the Maurice.
Well, actually-
Moses.
Hold on. Technically, it's not a catch because when a defender catches the ball, it's deemed if he had possession or not. But it wasn't deemed whether or not it was a catch.
On his anus.
But they never deemed. The referees will never say, "Oh, he caught the ball." It's he possessed the ball.
He anused.
They'll never say it was a completed
Think about
catch.
How many times have you ever seen someone anus a football?
Mark Sanchez.
I stand/sit corrected. We're gonna go Hopkins.
Yeah, Hopkins.
Hopkins.
All day.
I'm going to make my case for Maurice Moses. He's a fifth-string wide receiver.
And the Drunkie goes
Stand
to
you, Kyle.
It's gonna
best
be
catch of
Hopkins, but I just wanna
2017.
say-
The Drunkie goes to DeAndre Hopkins.
So
One-handed touchdown
Can I
grab.
just make my case?
You were
I
going to
mean,
make
we
the
got a
emotional background for
It's
it,
a
and that
fifth
doesn't matter.
stringer that didn't even make
make the practice squad.
He made the practice squad because obviously he was playing.
It was you're gonna try and tie in the emotional background, and that's
I
not what
wanna-
this
There's
is
no
about.
emotion.
Hey,
I'd
He
like
made
to
a
bring-
one-handed
Listen,
grab.
Sum it up right now, Kyle. You're being a baby bad.
No, he made a one-handed
bitch.
grab to score a touchdown,
Terry Crews.
and he dove near the out of bounds, and he kept
Get
both
your
feet in.
hand out
Let's
of
go
it.
yourself, Mock.
It was not better than Hopkins' catch.
No, but I'll make my case for it.
I just want this to be thrown into the mix as well. I know a lot of fans out there who watch football know it, but I believe it was against the Colts. I can't remember 100%, but the year that Odell Beckham Jr. made the catch in a losing effort against the Cowboys, earlier that season, DeAndre Hopkins made the catch before Odell Beckham Jr. made the catch.
This is true.
He
That
made
was
a
overrated.
diving backwards one-handed grab over a defender in the middle of the field while getting nailed. And it was called back because of holding. And so it was forgotten. It was the catch before the catch. I think DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in football.
Amazing play. Go look that up. Amazing
Prove
play.
it.
What are we proving?
Get at me, bitch.
No,
Kyle's so mad right now.
I missed what
He
happened.
told
over there.
I told him that Beckham's overrated, which is true. He's a prima donna little bitch. And
Kyle, you're so angry.
then he decided to tell me that Brown's overrated.
I didn't say Brown was
You guys
overrated.
You just said it. You
I
just
did
said
not
it.
say he was
What'd you say?
overrated. I said
You said the
Beckham's
Trump-
better than Brown.
So
That's
Beckham-
what I said.
Beckham better than Brown?
Yes.
Yeah.
They all
Blow me
pale
one, bro.
in comparison
Blow
to
me
Michael
one.
Thomas.
Blow me one. You can come over here and
Michael
suck my
Thomas for the
dick if
win.
you believe that.
No.
Hashtag
Willie Sneed for the
Willie
win.
Sneed.
That pisses
Fleener.
me off.
Um,
Even you know that's not real.
You're gonna
No, no,
ahead
no,
and
no.
shut the f-
How
up,
is he better
Souls.
than Brown?
This is a different show.
No, we'll save it for another show.
I want to hear his thoughts.
Souls,
It's an
we're-
interesting show
Save it for another
topic,
show.
though. You know, two people on the show make a case for who the best player is, you know, team-wise, whatever, and just cutthroat go at it. We haven't had a good show ripping each other's assholes open in a while.
Beckham could do a 50.
I think the best show we ever had, though, that we've ever recorded, whether it was aired or not. Remember we did an NFL show and Kyle and I were at each other's throats during the show?
that was an early on. I don't think that ever
Yeah,
got
that,
posted.
that was a kitchen
Beckham
one.
knows how to run a 10-yard slant. Oh!
Is it 10 or 15? Because you just
Either way, dude, he f***ing
Shut
blows
the fuck
cock.
up.
All right, all right.
Hey, the
Back to
Drunkies
the
is
drunkies. Back to the drunkies, gentlemen.
This is a
What happens when
high-class
What
event.
happens when we kill a bottle of champagne 2 minutes into the show?
And our
for the
last
comedy.
potential category, maybe more, the drunkie for worst referee moment of the year. And the nominees are the officiating during the Saints Dolphin games for 28 combined penalties.
Terrible 9:30 game.
Shut up.
Austin Safarian Jenkins touchdown called back versus the Patriots.
I forgot about that one.
Jesse James touchdown called back versus the Patriots. And Kelvin Benjamin's touchdown called back against the Patriots. Gentlemen, any cases to be made?
I'm going with Austin Safarian Jenkins. That guy took 5 steps, got in the end zone, crossed the plane, and they still called it back. How is that not a catch?
Well, no, didn't they call his a fumble?
They call that a
They called
touchback.
it. They called it a fumble. Yeah, they called
was
it.
a
A
fumble,
They said,
yeah.
they said that he had lost possession crossing the goal
Either
line.
way, he was over. Ball crossed the plane. It's a touchdown. Those guys.
No,
Sorry.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to cause any stirring of emotions here, similar to what we had with Maksheen and the man of many names. But I also think that the Zach Miller touchdown that was called back versus the Saints should be thrown into this category.
Yeah, actually,
the one where he, blew the up out of his knee.
overlooked
um,
that. That should have been on the.
Can I add another one? Does the paper card being used in that Cowboys game?
That was awesome. Big fan of that. Nothing wrong with it. They did what they had to
I
do.
love that he smirked over at Del Rio.
Yeah, he's like,
That's-
what am I gonna do?
I'd be so pissed.
So anyway, so you're giving yours to Safarian Jenkins?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say
Maksheen?
Jesse James. That was a catch.
I'm saying the Saints Dolphins game, not because it was the most upsetting, but because it's a trend that you keep seeing more and more of, and it's ruining football. And it's just too many flags. They don't let them play the game. Everything's so technical.
Politics.
That's my pick. Also, kind of for the same reason. I want the Jesse James one and the Jenkins one
Oh,
and the Benjamin one. But for the reasons that J Mart just said, I think that should be the winner.
Yes, the Patriots won 37-16, but what if that was a touchdown? Momentum would have
No,
been
that's true.
differently.
There is always a big what if, but there's no what ifs here because the drunkie for worst ref moment of the year goes to the Zach Miller touchdown. There's no biases in this one. You can
should've
laugh want.
touchdown.
But
I'm sitting
all
here
the
as a Saints
all the
fan.
other touchdowns, I've watched the replays, I've listened to the commentating. You have the stupid Mike Pereira people coming in. There's always controversy between whatever, blah blah blah. The Zach Miller touchdown. Everybody that was calling that game said it was a touchdown. Everybody after the game said it was a touchdown. The only person who didn't call it a touchdown was that stupid side judge. It was the only person. Everybody else in all of football said it was a touchdown.
Easy fix to this. Why does it go strictly to New York? Why don't we have maybe 3 scattered out areas where it goes to, and then they make a decision?
I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be going to New York. I think it's dumb. I think that was the dumbest move NFL ever did in officiating. I completely agree with the replays. They should be able to do replays and look at stuff. But as the officiating, you made the call.
Yeah.
You set the tone for the game for your calls. If you call holding, there's holding on every single NFL play. Every NFL play, there's holding. It's just what gets seen. You don't go to the New York. And be like, was this actually a hold? Should I call them 10 yards back for this, or was this really pass interference? It's only on scoring plays.
Amen.
And I understand scoring plays, like you said, momentum and everything like that. But if Aaron Rodgers were to throw a 67-yard pass to Jordy Nelson, and Jordy Nelson had offensive pass interference on that play, but caught the ball, and they didn't rule offensive pass interference, not a score, but does that not add a lot of momentum to their team? The officiating should just be set for the game, and it should be them. That's how it is in all other sports.
That was a very impassioned speech. I like
you.
that.
Now, to follow up on that,
No.
should officials be punished for blatantly bad calls? I see
They,
a lot of talk
they
about
actually
this.
they are.
They are.
They
Yeah.
are.
They get fined.
They get
They
fined.
have referee meetings on.
I
I
know
think
in
it's
like
every.
the NBA they don't though.
No, in the NBA they don't, because the
It should
NBA
be I think that should
the
be a
NBA
thing where it should happen.
The NBA, the NHL, and the MLB it's different because there's crews that do certain, like MLB, you have the same umpires for an entire series. NBA games, you have officials that will stay in California for a week and do they'll do the Clippers and the Lakers, and then they'll go do Sacramento games. NHL is the same kind of way. You have crews that go around. NFL is the only one that they can really do that for because there's no games played between Tuesday and Thursday.
that's true.
So I think it's Tuesdays. They have an officiating meeting. They're not all there, but they have a meeting where they go over all the calls that were controversial or whatever.
They watch tape.
They watch the tape, and if
As they
if it's a bad call, the officials are fined and sometimes suspended for
happens.
those calls. They're held accountable for it. I don't know how often it happens, but it does. So,
That was quick. He's like a shot.
yep.
Wow.
The Drunkie for best getting sports with drunk moment.
I'd like to nominate Kyle for puking in the show. Remember when we were back in
That
Maple?
was a long time ago, man.
That was this year, though.
Frank's
That was a good-
cheese.
I forgot about that.
Frank's cheese.
Frank's Cheese nominated.
I'd like to nominate the Brooke Decker error.
I'm going to nominate Mock throwing up in a bucket.
Yep, the
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
shot.
shot.
Happy Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
I'd like to nominate Kyle for saying LeGarrette Blunt signed with the Detroit Lions.
I'm still very mad about that.
That was very funny.
That was so funny.
I just feel like he should have signed there.
Riddler, do you have a nomination?
The asshole that brought Modelo.
That would be good. I mean, pretty much any moment that Kyle has where he gets drunk on the show, that's always fantastic. Not because what you guys hear, but because what we experience after the show is over.
Way to go, Stev.
Yeah. But, trying to think.
Just ask Greg. He's
It's
heard
juicy,
a
baby.
bunch of shit.
The Drunkie for best moment on Getting Sports with Drunk goes to a behind-the-scenes Jeff Martin chanting cuck before every recording.
You'll never hear it.
Or will you? Well, I hope you liked the Drunkies. We'll have to make a
The Drunkies was a lot of fun.
we'll have to make a Drunkies award. No rip-off of the Dundies, but it's kind of a rip-off.
It's an influence.
An influence, yes. Like I said before, make sure to tune in next week. NHL show. I'll be handing out shots for poor performances, so expect to see hear
Liquor
a lot
up.
of drunk people. Maxine?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to our friend at the PPRN Radio Network. Every Thursday is the Latin soundtrack from 7 to 9 p.m. Check it out. A lot of good stuff on there.
Who's our friend, though?
Eddie
Trans. Yeah, you didn't say his name. I'd like to give a shout out to our friend.
He's our friend. He knows who he is.
Also give a shout out to Greg Hewson, our fine establishment,
Our host.
our leaseor, our eviction notice giver.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown us out yet.
Not yet.
We here hope everybody had a very Merry Christmas and have a wonderful New Year.
Oh.
In your new year, a good resolution. I know Kyle loves the resolutions. Be sure to tune in. We'll have a video of Kyle Souls' rants on what he feels about New Year's coming up soon. But one of your New Year's resolutions should be to follow us on social media if you don't already.
Yes, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk.
Go ahead and do it.
Twitter is GSWD_4.
Make sure to use that hashtag for all your daily uses, whether it's cucking with Jeff Martin or sitting in between a heated debate between Maxine Washable and the man of many names.
Be sure to follow us on iTunes and Podbean, and we're on the Lieb Sports Network every morning from 7 to 8 a.m. and on the PPRN Radio Network every Sunday from 12 to 1 p.m.
You're so somber when you do that.
Don't drink tomato juice beer.
Well, that's good you said that because we have a beer review to do, and it's very interesting because it's our first ever trade. So we have 3 people on the show that have to do 2 reviews. This is just as exciting for everybody, and we also have champagne reviews. It's wonderful. So, man of many names, the oil can, Dave and Foster's. What'd you think?
Tight. Not great, but I drink it.
And champagne review.
It's not very good.
All right. So, J-Mart, you were fortunate enough to try 2 beers today.
Oh, yeah.
Champagne review first, though.
Champagne was decent. I've had better.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
True.
It's the middle of the pack.
How'd you feel about the Modelo?
No.
No. Was it a bad
It's
call?
my own fault because I didn't look at the can. I just said, oh, Modelo. I drank the, was it the Modelo?
Especial.
I
Negro?
tell you,
Negro and the Especial. Those are the
I
two.
thought for sure I knew what Jeff was going to say, and he didn't say it. I thought for sure he was going to say
Tomato soup.
no Dello.
No.
No.
I thought for sure he was going to
I'm
say
going
it.
to do the prep side.
You know, the private stock's got to be finished.
Yeah, what about the Steel Reserve, though? Steel Reserve?
Steel Reserve. It's hard. Like steel.
No, gross.
Terrible.
Oh, there goes the private stock.
I started
Red
off
Baron,
with the High Life. I love High Life. It's my favorite beer. Excellent.
you finished off with the Modelo,
Thanks for
correct?
the Modelo. And actually, it's not terrible. I'm a big advocate of Bloody Marys. I like the tomato aspect. Got some punch. With beer, not excellent, but I think it's doable. And
Well, you know, that's actually like a trending drink that it's an older generation drink, but they do that. They take a pint glass and they pour a 12-ounce Bush into the pint glass and then top it off with Bloody Mary mix.
Bush.
Bush.
That sounds horrible.
People love
give it
it.
a shot.
Maxine Washable, you also had the benefit of drinking 2 beers. Oh, Red Baron, champagne review?
Loved it.
All right.
Love champagne. Bubbles go right to your head.
Maxine?
I'm going to lead off with the champagne.
Champagne, yes.
Typically, I'm not a huge champagne fan, but this kind of grew on me the more the bottle got passed to me.
That's because you got drunker.
That's what happens with champagne.
Steel Reserve, big 0 out of 5 stars. Not good.
Miller High Life?
Half a star. It's still not good, but it's better than the Steel
I'm
Reserve.
going to kick your ass.
I'll tell you really quick.
Wow.
My breath is like tomato, mint, cinnamon, all in one.
Steel.
It's disgusting.
Nice. You need some Jaeger. I had the champagne was, it was whatever. It was champagne. Whatever. But the Pepe Nero, delightful. I'd like
Part
that.
of the Farmhouse series.
Yes, the Farmhouse series from Goose Island.
The Farmhouse King series?
Kyle shouting out the Burger King references.
Yes.
Manager of Burger King.
Not very fun.
You're one step closer to being the Burger King.
I am.
I think that was something Kyle didn't want anyone listening to know.
He works at
well,
Burger
he's-
King,
I work
at Burger
but he
King.
is the Burger
Come
King.
there.
It's been
I
in the
will
minute
probably
already.
not
On
drink
PPRN, he told
Oh, that's
him.
true. That's true.
Spoke
New
for a
Zealand
very
people,
lot of time.
what
on
up?
Until next time, have a wonderful New Year's. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mock.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
I'm Milwaukee.
I'm J-Mart.
And I'm the Red Baron.
Meow.